Welcome to the ACE Masterclass, a new podcast series featuring ACE 2021 Critique and Awards winners. This digital series will highlight an ACE member or team in a short discussion to explain their strategy, technique, and personality. We hope to use this as a tool to keep members engaged, enlightened, and excited about it. Greetings, my name is Shanae Bradley, and I serve as Senior Communications Specialist at Fort Valley State University. I also serve as Director of Member Services for the ACE Board. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing two colleagues who are very special to me. They serve as writers, photographers, and media relations experts at Fort Valley State University. This month's Masterclass teachers are none other than Latasha Ford and Russell Boone Jr. Latasha serves as Research Communications Specialist for Fort Valley State University, and Russell serves as Publications Writer-Editor for Fort Valley State University. In 2020, Latasha, Russell, and other members of the FVSU Communications team received the Gold Award for category Diversity for Publications for Targeted Audiences for the magazine Accomplished 2020. Today, we will learn their techniques and strategy for publication writing and development, and how they contribute to the land grant story. We will end with a lightning round to learn a little bit more about their personalities. So Latasha and Russell, are you guys ready to get started?
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're glad to be here.
And thank you for joining me. So the name Accomplished, that's a very unique name. It's something that I think needs to be explained. So tell me a little bit about that. What is Accomplished?
Accomplish is a print and digital publication that the Agricultural Communications Department here at Fort Valley State produces annually to highlight the careers and accomplishments of our alumni from the College of Agriculture, Family Sciences, and Technology. And we released our very first issue in 2015.
Ooh. So alumni, that's pretty unique because I know a lot of our land grant teams work on research and also on extension work. So tell me, how do you decide on the content to produce this project?
Well, we usually take suggestions from faculty, staff, former students, students, former faculty, and as well as our agricultural communications team as to what subjects we may, interview. And so we go from there.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys talk to a lot of people in the community. So you have to really be engaged to get those stories. So when writing each story, what do you hope readers are able to convey from the content?
Well, we hope that by others reading about someone who may look like them or share a similar background, it will encourage them to pursue their goals, and also to know that they can attend a small institution like Fort Valley State University to get to wherever they want to go. And our tagline here in the College of Ag is Ag Takes You There. And the stories featured in Accomplished are confirmation that agriculture can take anyone where they want to be professionally.
Cool. So it sounds like you guys are doing some marketing of your majors, and you're able to share how your alumni are out in the field progressing and just doing things to progress the field of agriculture at large. So what steps do you take to write, capture photos, and tell your stories?
Well, to break the ice, first of all, I send the perspective, I guess, subject of the story, a email. And then once they respond positively to the email with their address, I give them a phone call to break the ice and let them know to say, hey, we're from Fort Valley State. We want to know what you're doing out there in the community or in your profession with your ag degree with Fort Valley State. You have to break the ice and calm down, tell them, hey, we're not trying to do any sort of gotcha expose, so you make them relax. And then we, follow up with phone calls, emails, and if they, depending on their availability, we either send them the questions or do a phone interview, but that depends on their work schedule. 9 times out of 10, And then once we get all of the script right, no, not script right, but the body of the story done, what we do is we try to stage set up a time to take photographs of them at their place of work. And then if they have a family or they do something a little bit extra, we have them send us some photos from their personal files, like when they were students, or if they were former military, shots of them when they in the military, or participating in some sort of extracurricular activity. And so that's the way we handle that situation.
So it sounds like you actually spend a lot of time with your person that you're interviewing. You spend a lot of time getting to know them, knowing their personality, their experiences, and that, I know as a writer, helps to better tell your story. So considering that you guys won an award for diversity, which is a big word now. We use that word so much, and sometimes I wonder, do we actually know exactly what we're looking for? So since you guys won for the category of diversity, in what ways is diversity included within this publication? And why is that important?
Well, from the start, Shanae, we focus on featuring alumni from diverse backgrounds with diverse degrees in agriculture. So we also make sure that the people we choose to feature have a unique story to share about their life and their profession. And although we're a historically Black university, our aim is to bring awareness to the numerous careers in ag for any student interested in attending Fort Valley State University. And as I said earlier, this is not just for African American students. I mean, we also make sure that we're highlighting non-traditional students and non-African American students. So we want students to see through these stories of diverse individuals from all backgrounds that they can also come here, graduate, and succeed in their career choice.
And that's really important. I think we don't spend enough time talking about how important it is for people to see people that look like them, whether they be, like you said, a non-traditional student, or just in a career that's just not your typical, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a teacher, and there's nothing wrong with those professions, but to know that ag provides an avenue for so many different things. So I applaud you guys on that effort. So when you actually sit down to write these stories, how has writing these stories helped you to tell the story of agriculture?
Well, what we try to do is give a face to agriculture. What I mean by that is that we try to let people know that there's more to agriculture than tractors, soil, and animals. A lot of people, have that misnomer about agriculture, just think of it in those three things, but they don't realize there's a lot more to an agricultural degree than, the actual farm agriculture. You got you can do anything from, how can I say, you can apply their business for facets of agriculture, scientific facets of agriculture, engineering facets of agriculture, so we try to show like I said, the different, how can I say, means in which agriculture can provide somebody a very fruitful and worthy career. It may sound different, it may look different, but once you obtain that agricultural degree, the sky's the limit once you graduate.
And I don't know if it's just like, if it's like this for you as well. I learn a lot when I write stories. So I would be tempted to ask, do these interviews teach you guys something as well? Like, are you learning things just by talking to different individuals who just have something unique to say? So, as far as feedback, I know when we put out publications, and even it may not even be a publication, it could be a campaign you do. It could be something you put on social media, it could be a project you're working on that has kind of a media relations spin to it. But particularly, can you discuss how the type of feedback you have received from leadership, students, and patrons? Like, tell me, what is that like once you release this publication?
People tend to be interested in what the story is about. Say, oh, I didn't know they did that with a degree from for Valley State Agriculture. You know, or I didn't know you could do that with a degree in agriculture. I didn't know you could have a professional career other than actual farming in the field of agriculture. So it's been very popular. I mean, and then when we post our, you probably already touched on this already, but when we post our stories on social media, especially the personal stories that we tell about those individuals, garner more hits than anything else. You know, so people are interested in what these people are doing. And in some instances, they may have gone from a small town and they're now working in a big city. And once, social media has taken off, so if one or two people pick up on the story from their hometown, it just explodes. Then everybody in the hometown who has, let's say, Facebook or Twitter account, is following that particular person or reading on that particular story. And then, you get a phone call, said, thank you. I didn't know it was going to garner this much attention and whatnot. So when we try to do those stories, we try to make sure that we can come back to those individuals that we cover, maybe not for another story, but, for information or other projects we could possibly have in the pipeline. So overall, I think it's been I think we've, in a nutshell, have a very positive, response when it comes to these personalized stories we tell as individuals in the field of agriculture.
Well, that's exciting. I think it's especially exciting for a field that doesn't always get the most attention, or it may not be as glamorous as maybe some other professions are. But I'm glad to know that Fort Valley is putting that out there, that you can get a degree in agriculture and you can go anywhere and do anything. So I applaud you guys and commend you guys for that as well. So it seems that you entered this publication into the Critiquing Awards program through ACE more than one time, and I'm aware that it's won a gold on more than one occasion. So it's apparent that you guys seem to know what you're doing. So, and that's exciting. So I have to ask, what has the Critiquing Awards program contributed in terms of helping you find improvement or development for this publication or any other publication?
The Critiquing Awards program is valuable whether you win an award or not. So any feedback allows us to implement changes so that we can continue enhancing the content and the design to produce a quality product. And one thing that we've been able to expand on as well is bringing life to these stories by taking them off the page and doing video. We have a videographer who does a fabulous job. Like I said, we're bringing life to these stories. So that's one way we've been able to grow by receiving valuable feedback, just to keep getting better and better at what we're doing so that we can tell these stories and encourage more students to hopefully come to Fort Valley and get a degree in ag. And like Mr. Boone was saying, we have been able to put these stories out, the videos, as well as the stories through social media, and they have been well received. People want to read about people and see the great thing that they're doing.
Well, that's exciting, and I hope that you guys continue with that work. And I promise that I didn't tell them to say anything. These are all their responses, even though I work with other people every day. I'm always excited when we are able to win an ACE award because I know how hard each of us work, and so just personal congratulations to you guys and what you do. And I have to end by just asking you, who would you like to thank for helping you with this project?
Well, we would like to thank, of course, our colleagues, our team members within the Ag Communications Department. especially you, Shanae. You're wonderful at leading us. And no, you did not tell me to say that, but
I promise I did. But thank you, I appreciate it.
but yes, I mean, we all play an important role in putting this publication together. And like I said, in taking the stories off the page, we're having Irvin, our videographer. So everyone plays a major role in putting this publication together. And like I said, with your leadership, as well as our College of Ag leadership, and our wonderful alumni who graciously allow us to share their beautiful stories of triumph and perseverance.
Great. And thank you guys once again for telling ACE about Accomplish, and hoping that, you know, if they haven't had a chance to look at it, that they go on our website or on the ACE website where the critique and award winners are published, and there are links to their projects that receive gold awards. So congratulations again, and keep up the great, outstanding work. So now we're going to segue into what I consider to be the fun part of the podcast, where we get to know a little bit more about your personality. It's often that when we go to the ACE conference, we see people in breakout sessions, but we might not get to talk to them on a personal level. So this will give membership a chance to know a little bit more about you that they just wouldn't know from face value. So quick round. What is your favorite vacation spot?
Well, who's going to go first? Tasha, I'll let you go first.
All right, my favorite spot, Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach in Florida.
Okay, so you're a beach person. You like the sun, the
Yes.
palm trees.
Yes.
Sounds fun. What about you, Russell?
Anywhere warm, not hot. Warm, which means anything with, which means the equator is out. Anything with desert behind it is out. Which means no Mojave, Sahara, Gobi, or anything like that. So it's somewhere warm, not hot.
Okay, so maybe something tropical, you know, but not, you know, overbearing. All right, I understand. We know we need to keep you near the air conditioning. Okay, so favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookies and cream.
Okay.
Well, I got a mixture of two. Chocolate and butter pecan. I got to have those together.
So you have to have them together.
Well, more for the most part, you know.
So you can't eat them separately.
I can, but you know, if I can get to where I can get both of them together, I'll get two containers or cups or whatnot. Get scoop of one, scoop it up.
That's something I didn't know, but okay. double the fun, I see. So I know there's so many networks now. We have Netflix, we have Hulu, we have Amazon Prime. So I know you guys are watching something. So tell me, what's the most recent show that you binge watched?
Ooh, like you said, I've binge watched, especially over the holiday break. I binge watched a couple, but one recently that I really enjoyed was Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu.
Okay, I've heard about it, so I actually need to watch that one.
Yes, very good, and got a little poetry to it, which I love poetry. So.
Ooh.
All right.
Ms. Boone?
Well, you know, I got Disney Channel, and so
Oh, Disney Plus.
yeah. So the last show according to the question that I binge watched, that I sat down and tried to catch up on everything. Luckily, it was just 5 or 6 episodes with Hawkeye.
Okay.
You know,
So that's action, right?
yeah.
Okay, so you like action movies?
Yeah, you know,
Okay,
so
cool.
you know, a lot of folks don't like the Fast series, but I can't wait to see Fast 9 on Netflix or whatever, and I'm waiting for Fast 10 to come out in the next 2-3 years.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
So many. Like I think I lost like count like after 5. Like it's so many. So hey, if you're a fan, I guess you can't get enough. All right, what are your fondest childhood memories?
I have several, but I would have to say the day my little sister was born.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a large age gap between us, so but we are very close. So when she was born, Well, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the only child in the house and I want me a little brother or sister. But really, I prayed for a sister. And yes, I got my sister. So I love her. We are very close. So that's my fondest memory when she was born.
Okay.
I don't know. That's kind of hard to say. I got a little sister too, so yeah. Well, I guess one of them was from when they brought her home, but
Oh.
we got a little bit of age difference too. But maybe that, and maybe one time when I was like this 7 or 8, 9 years old, my dad was a band director, and so I stood on the sideline watching him conduct the band one time, in the stadium. I just stood there. He just told me to stay put, and I did. So I kind of, I stayed there, and he watched him, conduct the halftime show. So that was pretty interesting. I didn't want to leave my sister out either, so that's why I put that part about her coming home too.
Nice.
It's cool to see that family was a part of both of you guys' childhood memories. So that's good to know. In today's time, people are still close to their families. So cool. What's one thing most people don't know about you?
I enjoy writing poetry. I've loved to write ever since I was a little girl. I've always known that's what I want to do for a living. So, I mean, God has truly blessed me in many ways. Definitely be doing this as my profession, working in communications and continuing my writing. But the one thing I love to do on the side is do my creative writing with poetry. So I kind of took a break from doing that, but I'm tapping back into it. So I've definitely been enjoying that. So yeah, I love writing poetry.
And I think that's good that you shared that, because I'm sure there are other people within ACE who also enjoy poetry, considering, many of us are writers, but there are so many different types of writing. Creative writing is something that a lot of people may do it on the side because they don't do it as a profession. So I'm glad that you shared that. You may have some connections within the organizations.
Thank you.
So Russell?
I don't know. I would say I have various musical tastes. I can listen to popular, top 40, jazz, classical. I got to get caught up on some of the reggae stuff. I'm behind on that. But I have various musical tastes. I can depending on how good the station is, I'll tune into it, and it won't be, what people might think. People might think I'm a straight R&B person. Sometimes, if they borrow my car, they see it's on the jazz station. They say, oh, I didn't know you listened to that. Yeah, and stuff. So that's what I don't think people realize about me, that I got various musical tastes.
Okay. Cool. Well, I think that's interesting. And you being the child of a band director, I'm sure you had a chance to listen to all different types of music. So I think that's probably part of your childhood as well. So I'm sure there are others that within the organization that love music as well, considering most of us major in the arts, and you just never know where you may have a connection. So last but certainly not least, this is one that typically kind of makes people have to think a while. And it's asking you guys, what 3 words would you use to describe yourselves?
I would say enthusiastic, empathetic, and optimistic.
Okay. Those are all nice words. And I definitely, working with you, I can see all of those.
Thank you.
And Russell?
I guess observant, thoughtful, and maybe honest. And then, but then, sometimes you have to kind of reel me in, because sometimes you tell me I'm brutally honest about about some stuff. So
It's still under honest. So that works. That works.
Right.
Okay. Well, it was so fun to do this with you guys. Even though I know you guys already, I still learned some things. And also, I think it's great to share who you are, not just what you do, with everyone in the organization, because it helps us just connect even more than we already are. So once again, thank you guys for participating in today's masterclass and sharing the work that you do and the process that it takes for you to complete the work that you do. I am Sinead Bradley, and I thank you once again for joining us for this month's masterclass. And I look forward to seeing each of you next month for our next feature. And have a great month.